I'm just trying to cool myself down here. Happy Friday. It is Friday here in Mujan, and the temperatures are soaring. So I am just unbelievably hot all the time, hence my clothes, hence me spraying mist on my face. It's just so warm here in Mujan at the moment. Absolutely beautiful in the morning, but you need to be in the pool or in the shade during the day for sure. And then it's pretty nice in the evenings as well. So I am also enjoying it very much because the temperatures are usually drop around the 1st of September. So usually, it'll start dropping down into the 20s in September. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it at the moment. So if you're joining me live here this morning, say good morning. I'd love to know who is here. Let me know who is here and where you are watching from. Yes, let me know. Let me know. I'm just trying to see, am I actually live in the right group as I speak to you? Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm definitely in the group. I can see myself here, which is wonderful. I can definitely see some eyes watching me. Let me know who you are. Are you one of the moms who are getting your kids back to school already? I have seen some pictures up in social media where the kids are going back to school. We have another week before we're back in school here. So yeah, we're still busy with children in this house. Let me know who's here. Sonia. Hey, Sonia, how are you? All the way from Australia. This time obviously works for you, Sonia. Yes, I love that you've come on to get your Aileen fix. I love that, Sonia, and it's brilliant to have you here. This morning, I'm talking about something a little bit different. I always tell you I'm talking about something a little bit different, but it's because I typically just get an inspiration on the spur of the moment and I decide, oh, that is what my audience needs to hear. So if I need to hear it, if I need to pause, I also think my audience needs to do the same. So this morning, I want to talk about creating a business that gives you the life you want. And I think that's what we should ultimately be focusing on. What kind of life do we want 5 years and 10 years from now? And the reason this came up in my mind as something that I wanted to talk about is because typically the summer months can go a bit quieter. People are off social media, people are on holiday, things slow down. And oftentimes, if you're in business, you start looking around and thinking, what I'm doing is not working, or maybe I should be doing something else. And maybe you're looking around and you're seeing different business models or different ways of doing things. And you're kind of thinking in your mind, that's the thing that's going to get me to the next stage in my business, or that is the thing that's going to get me to 6 figures. Or so today I just wanted to talk about that because that has definitely happened to me recently. As we come into the summer months, I know from experience that it's typically a little bit quieter. It's not even necessarily that your income will go down. It's more like that everything goes quieter. There's not as many people on social media. If you have kids, you're kind of focused on your kids. And then, even if you don't have kids, somebody was telling me yesterday, typically it's still very, very quiet on social media. And you might be looking around and thinking, my business is not working for me. This is not working for me. I need to drastically change something. And then you see something on social media and you kind of just jump in both feet, only to realize a while later that maybe that's not the thing I should have done. So if you're watching me, there's a good few people watching me now. Let me know, first of all, who is here and who's joining me. And also let me know if you have noticed that it is quieting down on social media during the summer months. Maybe you're not getting as many clients as you normally get, but maybe also you have not been as consistent with your marketing as you normally are. So Let me know in the comments. Who's going to be brave enough to let me know in the comments that, they've noticed that things have slowed down. You've started looking around and thinking, maybe I need to change my business model. Maybe I need to change something in my business. One of the things that I have noticed definitely is this kind of shift to lower priced memberships. So I'm starting to see lower priced memberships everywhere. And I think it's that kind of idea that, people are not spending now. People are not spending money. So a lower priced membership may be the way to go. And I definitely found myself getting caught up in the whole idea of that. And I was kind of starting to think, maybe I should restart my membership. Diane is saying, hi, Aileen. Brilliant to see you, Diane. My business has definitely slowed down since the summer holidays. Absolutely. Why do you think that is, Diane? Why do you think that is? Did you factor that in? We know that things are going to possibly slow down in the summer. Did you factor in that? Or did it kind of throw you off course? Did it kind of make you think, oh my God, I need to do something different. I need to do something else. Great to see you, Martha. So that's really what I'm going to talk about this morning, and what my experience of that is, and why we need to. Morning, Breathe. Brilliant to see you. I saw your beautiful girl off to secondary school this morning. I probably see a lot more people coming on this morning lives for sure now. I think that the kids are going back to school, but I think we have to stop and pause. We have to stop and pause when we see these shiny object syndrome. And I am most definitely happy that I stopped and paused. I kind of got on the bandwagon of, I need to open up my membership again. It was successful for me. Maybe that's what people want right now. Maybe that's where I should be going. But luckily, I didn't launch into it like maybe I would have done a couple of years ago. I was slower. I was more considered. There was definitely resistance there, and I definitely wasn't moving on it the way I would have moved in the past. And then I began to realize, and I started to slow myself down. Is this really where I want to be in 5 to 10 years' time? Is this really the kind of business that I want to set up? Now, I am not under any circumstances saying that there's anything wrong with memberships, or that might not be the best model for you. I'm purely talking about what will work for me, what will work with the lifestyle that I have, the lifestyle that I want to have with my family, with my levels of energy. And I realized after a while, it took me a while, I kind of put all the ideas for the membership out, wrote them all down. I did all my research, and I kind of thought long and hard about it. But the more kind of I went on, the more I realized, this is not for me. This is definitely not for me. It's not the direction that I want to go in. There was part of me that felt maybe a membership would be the easiest way forward right now, and maybe I'd get low-lying fruit, and maybe that would be more lucrative now. But when I looked at the bigger picture of what I want in my life, what do I really, really want in my life? And I actually journaled and wrote it down. So I'm actually just going to read out to you what I want. And I think that is a brilliant thing that you need to do as well. What do you really, really want to be doing in your business every day and 5 and 10 years from now? So I wrote out, I want to go deep with people. I want to be part of a deeper transformation. I want to spend the time to get to know my client and help them overcome the blocks that are holding them back. I want less general coaching and more depth. I don't want to just help them create a business. I want to help them create a life they love every single day. That's what I have created for myself, and that's what I want to create for them. So these are the exact words I wrote and I journaled out as the vision that I have for the kind of business that I want. And I think it's really, really important to go back to that. And the more I focused on that, the more I realized moving to a membership model would not help me to get the kind of transformation and the depth that I want to get with my clients. I want to work with them more deeply. I want to spend more time with them. And I want to work with them at a level that will not only change their business, but also give them the life that they want. And so the next thing I did then, and you can, in your business or trying to figure out what is the next step for you, you can also create a pros and cons list, a pros and cons list of moving to this new thing or changing what you have been doing in your business. And I think that's really gets it clear in your mind whether this is going to be the thing for you or it's not going to be the thing for you. And I think that that's really, really important to understand that if you can get it out of your head and onto paper, it makes it more clear. Is this leading you to where you want to go, or is it a step backward? Now, I know for me, it would actually have been a step backward if I went to a low priced membership, because I have tried this model before, actually. And while it worked quite well, it did not work with my lifestyle. It did not work with the kind of depth that I wanted to work with my clients. It did not suit my energy. It really didn't suit my energy to have to come up with content on a basis determined by the membership rather than determined by myself. Because my favorite thing is to learn and grow and incorporate everything I learn into what I'm teaching. Everything that works for me, I incorporate it into my programs. And it's really, really important to me that those programs are developing and improving all the time. So I'm very, very much focused on that. And having a membership model for me, where I'm required to do a lot more work, it takes me away from that. It pulls me away from that. It redirects my energy, and I don't have the same, enthusiasm or level of, growth in the programs that I already have. So, I just wanted to talk that out with you, and explain to you that when you see something new and shiny coming up, stop and pause and think to yourself, ask yourself a few questions. Is this really for me? Now, when you get clear on what you really, really want in your business, there will be doubts. There'll be lots of doubts. There'll be lots of fear. Regularly, you'll probably second guess yourself. You'll probably wonder, well, why is everybody else doing it and I'm not doing it? Everyone else is doing it. Maybe I should be doing it. But I think it's really important to come back again to what you want. What do you want to create? And putting both feet into that. Is there something that's just draining your energy? And even though everyone else is doing it and it seems to be working for everyone else, it may not work for you. It just may not work for you. And you might need to take a step back, reconsider what you're doing, and ask yourself the question, is this where I want to be in 5 to 10 years' time? Is this what I want to be doing when I'm working right into my 60s, my 70s, my 80s? Where do you want to be putting your energy? Do you want to be putting it into churning out the same old thing that you have done for many, many years? Or do you want to go deeper with people? Do you want to have a bigger transformation with people? Okay, so I definitely had to sit and refocus on what I was thinking about doing. It took me weeks to finally come to the decision of, this is not the right move for me. I just really took my time and I really felt this is not the right move for me. And I'm so glad now that I didn't just rush into it like I would have done in the past. Definitely when I started out my business in those early years, up to a couple of years ago, I would definitely have rushed in, just had, the inspiration to do something, or had, the urge to do something and just done it, and then maybe regretted it afterwards. So even when the doubts come up with so you've decided, I'm going to go all in on this, I'm going to put both feet into this model or this way of being in business, because I know this is ultimately what I want. I want you to notice the resistance and doubts that are coming up. You can journal those out as well. I think acknowledging the fears and acknowledging the self-doubts is a great way to just shift them and move them out of your system. It's okay. The pros and cons, I've also talked to you about that and the importance of that. So is this making sense to you? Is this resonating with you? Have you like an experience in the past where you jumped into something and you realize, actually that's not actually what I wanted to do longer term? I wanted to, I want a simpler business. I want to be working with a particular type of person. Let me know in the comments. Have you struggled with shiny object syndrome? Have you bought things that you've just kind of thought, that was a total mistake? Now, I don't think actually anything we've done is a mistake. We have learned from the thing that, we bought and discovered that, that's totally not for me. I definitely don't want to do that. I mean, I had to go and do the membership to realize that actually that's not for me. That's not, where I want to be. That is not how I want to be using my creativity. That is not how I want to be spending my days. I want to be spending my days creating a much bigger transformation. So Breda said, excellent advice, Aileen. Good. And yeah, so I think that when you are thinking about making a big change in your business, stop, pause. That's the biggest thing. And give yourself a couple of weeks. I mean, depending on your personality, I'm a ruler personality type in the Sacred Money archetypes. I tend to jump in. I have learned to slow it down. I have learned to slow it way down, because otherwise I end up doing something that may not resonate in the longer term. And, when we're in that desperate phase, sometimes we do things that don't actually measure up to where we want our life to be. And I actually realized as I sat and I paused, I have already created the business of my dreams. I have already created the life that I want. And I just want more of that. I don't necessarily need to change my business model. I want to go deeper. I want to go deeper with the programs I've already created. So I'm going to be mostly focusing on those, improving those, getting those right up to date on a continual basis. So that was my kind of words of inspiration this morning. It's shorter this morning, much shorter, because I just wanted to talk to you about that kind of experience that I've come through around, stopping and pausing and creating something that I truly want in my life. And if that is you, if you're kind of at a crossroads and you kind of feel like I'm kind of stuck and I want to create something that is going to work for me for the longer term. I've tried all the bits and pieces. I've been swayed by this, I've been swayed by that. And now I'm ready to create something that I am going to be really, really glad I did in 5 to 10 years' time. So I am inviting you to book a call with me to talk about this, but don't book a call if you are not looking really in the longer term to grow something bigger in your business. So when you do book a call with me to talk about creating a business that gives you the life that you want, I will send an application form to you, which you will fill out, so that it's not a waste of my time and it's not a waste of your time. You do have to be at a certain level in your business to be able to make a decision like that. If you're just starting out in your business, this call is not for you. If you've been in business 3+ years and more, if you have tried a few things and now you're kind of ready to kind of get more definite in what you want to do, you're more clear in the kind of life that you want. You want to be working less hours, you want to be making more money, you want to have a business that is going to take you right into your 60s, 70s, and 80s. So that's what the call is for people who feel that they're at that stage. You've done all the dibbly dabbly things, you've done all the messing, and now you want to get serious and you want to create a business that's going to give you the kind of life that you want. And I know all of you out there absolutely adore the business of Image Consulting. You love what you do, and you want to be able to do this for a long time. So by focusing on something that will allow you to do that, and it's going to require you overcoming a lot of blocks, and you're not going to get it from a membership, a light touch membership, for instance. Light touch memberships will give you bits of this, bits of that, bits of the other thing, but it's not going to give you the kind of transformation and the kind of shift that needs to happen in your mind. So yes, part of it is strategy, but the biggest thing that needs to happen, for instance, if you want to have 6 figures in your business, is the shift in your mind. And that takes time, it takes effort, and it takes working with somebody who can spot what the blocks are and help you to overcome those blocks. So if that is you, and you're in that stage in your business and you want to explore working further with me, I invite you to DM me. I will send you an application form. You will fill out that application form. And if I feel that you're in the right stage in your business to work with me at that level, I will invite you for a call. And it will be all about how you can structure your business, how you can set up something, as I said, that will give you the kind of life that you want. So that's what I wanted to talk about this morning. So if you have any questions or you're watching this on replay, #replay, I can hang out here for a minute or so if you have any questions for me. Do you have any questions for me? Anybody that's watching, you are welcome to ask them either now or on the replay. And other than that, what am I doing today? I have another week with the kids. One of my kids is gone to Switzerland with his dad. So I am here with the younger one and he has a play date today. So we're going to be focusing on play dates and beach and doing nice things for the next week before the kids head back to school. I love that I have created this life for myself and that I can help my clients create the kind of life that they want, working in the personal styling industry. That is my specialty. That is what I want to spend my days doing. And that is what I'm doing, which is amazing because I could not have imagined that I would be here 5 years ago. I just couldn't have imagined this. But when you put in the time and the effort to create the thing that's going to bring you joy and happiness and income every single day, that's kind of where you want to be in your business. So I am going to stop blathering on because there is no more comments or questions. And I will leave it there for this week. I hope you got something out of this morning's session. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend ahead. And I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye.